So we'll just settle ourselves down, seated position to start, cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. If not, do stretch the legs out or sit on a block. And just taking the hands, palms down on the knees, just relax the shoulders back, settle into the sit bones, and just take a couple of breaths here to ground your body and just settle your mind, bringing your focus into your breath. So on Saturday we had our spring equinox when day and night were exactly equal, and now of course our days get longer as we are given the gift of the light taking over. So this could be a chance for you to think about what you're letting go of the winter months, and what you're springing into, how you're going to blossom and bloom as we head into spring and the light, and more so than ever this year, the hope that is with us of good days and sunny days ahead. So just take the palms at the side, fingertips down to the floor, relax the shoulders, nice tall long spine rooted in the sit bones, and then take a nice deep breath in. And again, exhale, lower the arms, palms down to the ground. Think of what you're letting go of, and then breathing in. What are you going to set your new intention on? Exhale, release, let the belly contract, and breathe in, let the rib cage open. Some nice, deep, calming, stilling, grounding breaths, just to bring you here to this moment. To this time, exhale, lower, and the power of that breath to calm us. Exhale, lower, nice deep breath in. As you lower this time, just take the hands to the right side. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. I'll take it this way so you can see. So stacking your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, find that flat back position. So tuck the toes under, taking a nice breath in, and exhale. Good. Now as you breathe in, let the belly sink and lift the chest up. And then as you exhale, curve the spine and take the sit bones all the way back and tucking the toes. Inhale, bending the arms at the elbows, tuck the toes under and lift back up to your cow. And then exhale, go through your cat, untuck the toes and into your child's. So breathing in, bending the arms, keep the elbows in, lifting the chest. And then exhale, curve the spine and release the toes, press back, sit bones to the heels. Keep the elbows tucked in, running along the spine. Inhale, exhale, really curve the spine, release the toes, press back. So that little wave of breath working its way through your body. Inhale, exhale, curve under, release. Two more. Breathing in, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. Exhale, curve the spine, release. Inhale, running along the mat, keep the elbows in. And then exhale, pressing back. Lifting back up onto all fours, tucking the toes under, and from here lift a downward facing dog. So lift the knees, press back away from the hands, so we're not stacking over, shoulders over wrists. We're pressing the weight away, trying to encourage the heels down to the ground, but if they don't find it, do not worry. Shoulders, drop them down the back. So you can take the feet wider if you want to, if the hamstrings are feeling a little tight this morning, or you can bring them closer together. You can bend the legs if you want to, just ease off any tension, and a little sway in the hips. Good, and then rooting down here, we're going to take your right leg back up behind you, so lifting that leg nice and high, and just feel that stretch there. So we're in our three-legged dog. So taking that leg to where you can, you might be lower. Just listen to your body, just opening up the hips, press away from the hands still. Good, and then sweep that leg all the way through and let it find the floor. And we're going to drop that back knee down as you come to your low lunge position. So make sure all the time that this front knee is directly over the ankle. You might want to encourage that foot forward slightly, and the weight's down in the hips here. So keeping the hands down at the floor, just keep that neck nice and long as the spine, shoulders down the back. And just draw in some nice wisdom, breathing in that inner wisdom to guide your actions as we go forth with this new season. Sink down with the hips. If you want to, lift the hands up now and take that chest further back. Lifting up, look into the sky and beyond. Well done. Lovely. And then releasing down. Hands find the floor underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under and step that foot back behind. Find your downward facing dog again. If you want to, just lift the heels, bend the legs, soften here. Nice, easy flow this morning as we welcome in spring. Good. And then taking your left leg nice and high back behind you, stretching up, opening that hip as much as you can. Press away from the hands. Feel the energy down that strong supporting leg through the hamstrings. Lift and open up the hips. Keep on lifting. Engage the glutes. Good. And then sweep that leg through, bend in the leg, engage in the core. It finds the floor, help it through, find the whole way, and then come down onto the knee. So the knee over the ankle. Shoulders down the back, find that alignment. Sink down into the hips. Good, again, just breathing in that inner wisdom that is going to guide our actions. Where do you want to go from here? What does the future look like to you? Breathe that in. Good. Find that release in the hips, that tightness there. Let it soften. And then just if you want to, walk the hands up to the thighs. If you can, take the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Looking upward, look into the future and beyond. Good. And then taking the hands back down and bring both knees onto the ground. We will then sink back to our child's position and stretch the arms away. From here, we're going to run our nose across the floor, keep the arms bent, and then lower down and lift back up to your Sphinx or your Cobra. So if you want to glide onto the forearms, if the back's a little weaker. If you can, if you've got the strength in the back, keep the hands under the shoulders and lift there. Keep it on lifting and flow back to your child's. Exhale. And then inhale, run the nose along the floor, keep the arms in and lift up on the in-breath to your Sphinx or your mini Cobra. Keep that, try not to hyperextend the neck, so don't lift the chin. Keep that chin tucked in so there's a nice long spine. Inhale to exhale back to your child's. Keeping that spine nice and supple, the lower back nice and warm. And then again, running along, keep the weight in the upper body. And then inhale and lift. Go to where you can, where's comfortable for you. And exhale, take that one more time. Running the nose along, keep the arms in. And again, thinking about chin towards the chest, lengthen the spine. So you're breathing that rib cage open. And the exhale's melting down the spine to the pool of your lower back. All the way, take it back. Sit the sit bones on the heels and just have a moment here to let the practice settle in. We've really opened the hips and the heart and the mind. Then bring the hands under the shoulders and carefully lifting up. Head last, come onto the sit bones, cross the legs or stretch the legs. And just leave the hands stretched out at the side, and just have a moment to reflect on your practice, just to again set your intentions for the coming months ahead. What are you releasing? What are you letting go of? Stripping those layers that we no longer need now, and the winter months are gone. And what are you opening up to? What are you going to bring in as we head into the new season? So those thoughts, keep them with you. We've really worked, as I say, opening up the hips, the heart and the mind, those 3 key energy centres that really are connected. So take a nice deep breath in, lift up and draw them all together, hands at the heart. Namaste.